two, three.
Lydia.
Katie.
Sam. Alejandro.
And my name is Jonathan.
Let the future tell the truth and evaluate each one according to his work and accomplishments. The present is theirs, the future, for which I have really worked, is mine. That's a quote from Nikola Tesla. And hi, I'm Philip Kelly, and today I'm going to talk about Tesla Motors. I'm going to begin with the history, move on to current production and the things that they're doing right now, and then I'm going to talk about the future plans for the company. I'm going to begin with the definition of an electric car. An electric car is an automobile that is propelled by one electric motor or more using electrical energy stored in batteries or another energy storage device. Tesla Motors was founded in July of 2003. It was founded by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. The current CEO, though, is Elon Musk, and he's also the CEO of another company called SpaceX, which currently launches rockets into space for private companies, for satellites and things like that. The eventual goal of Tesla Motors was to create a cheap and reliable electric car. The first vehicle that Tesla began producing was the Tesla Roadster. They sold it from 2006 to 2010, but they began design plans on it in 2003. It has a 0 to 60 time of 4 seconds, which is pretty fast in the realm of sports cars, and a range from the electric battery of 250 miles, which is also pretty good. The base price of the Tesla Roadster was $100,000, which is quite pricey for any vehicle, but as far as sports cars go, it was a pretty good deal. Currently, from 2011 to now, Tesla has been creating and selling the Model S, which is it's a bigger vehicle. It has 4 doors. It also holds a bigger charge, which allows for more miles. It has a lower recharge time as well due to enhancements in the charging capabilities. And it also starts at $50,000, which is half the starting price of the Tesla Roadster. So it's also a lot more efficient as far as price goes. Musk happened to write on his blog that the master plan for his company was fairly simple. 1, build a sports car. 2, use that money to build an affordable car. 3, use that money to build an even more affordable car. And then 4, while doing the above, also provide zero-emission electric power generation options. So he had a very simple plan for the company, and so far he's probably about phase 2 because he's built a more affordable vehicle for the public. Necessity, the mother of invention. Plato said that quote a long time ago, but the main reason that I put it in here is because that's what Tesla is doing. They found something, they have the necessity, and now they're inventing these vehicles for the public. Current production, I'm going to talk about some of the things that they are currently putting into the vehicles. They have lithium-ion batteries that power a drive motor, which makes them fully electric vehicles. The current charge times on them, which are pretty good, you get, with a standard wall outlet, like any of the ones in this room, you have 29 miles per hour of charge. So basically, every hour that you charge it gets you about 29 miles of range. Another one of the things that they have for high-powered outlets that you plug a washer or dryer into, they get up to 58 miles per hour of charge. So that's quite a bit better. Currently, it costs $5,000 a year on average to use a regular gasoline-powered vehicle. With Tesla's vehicles, on the Model S especially, it only costs about $900 in electricity costs per year to use. So you're saving $4,100 per year, which is a pretty good, substantial amount of money for most households. Tesla doesn't require engine oil either because it doesn't have an engine, so you don't have to do a lot of the regular maintenance that you have to do on gasoline-powered vehicles. Time magazine said, "It's pure California, a hot sports car that doubles as a statement against pollution and oil dependence." I thought that that's really cool because the car is designed in California, and because it's all electric, it doesn't have to, it doesn't hurt the environment quite as bad as all the gasoline-powered cars that we have today. Another interesting thing about the company is that whenever they started, they bought, and I don't know how they did it. They bought a $1 billion factory for $42 million. That was the offer that Musk made, and they accepted it. A big part of that was because the factory was owned by Toyota, and Toyota was wanting to get kind of an in with Tesla so that they could work together on electric cars and make quite a bit more money off of it. And now Tesla is worth over $700 million, so they've done quite well for themselves. They're finally to the point where they're actually gaining money instead of losing money. Musk also said, when we got Tesla going at the very beginning, if you asked me what I thought the odds of success were, I would have said less than 50%. I would have said that failure is the most likely outcome. So Elon Musk he wasn't even positive that the company was going to work, but he was willing to give it a shot, and he put his best work into the company, which, as we can see today, with the new models that are coming out, they've actually done quite well. So it's interesting that even when they started, they didn't believe in themselves 100%. Now I'm going to talk about the future plans. The Model S is going to be continued because it's the sedan of the company. They don't actually make the Roadster anymore, mostly because it's too costly and it's just not as efficient. The Model X is going to be released later this year, 2014, and they're focusing on becoming more environmentally friendly as well. So the Model S, the only differences that are going to happen on the Model S is they're going to make it more efficient, and they're going to continue to try and lower the price down to some normal sedan prices, like Toyota coming out with sedans that are start at $30,000. That'd be the goal for the Model S so that the average household can afford to purchase one. One of the cool things that they're coming out with soon is the Model X, which is like an SUV or a minivan. It's the only thing that Tesla didn't really have yet, was a bigger full-size vehicle. A lot of Americans, we like bigger cars, so that's going to fit the budget for a lot of them. Tesla Motors on their website says it's an automobile above category, built around the driver. So whenever they go into designing their vehicles, they go in with the thought of the driver first, the driver's experience of using the car, which is actually really cool because a lot of companies get lost in things like horsepower or just things that may be good, but they're not specifically tailored for the driver. Also, the Model X isn't yet released, but as I said, it's going to come out later this year, so that'll be pretty cool. On their website right now, you can actually go ahead and reserve one. So some more future plans from Elon Musk's personal blog. A couple of the ideas that he had are batteries that are not toxic to the environment. The idea there is batteries are mostly toxic to the environment. So the cool thing about the batteries that they're using with the lithium ion is that they can be almost completely recycled. So the goal that they have is to recycle all of their batteries and then reuse every part of the battery to make the new batteries. Another thing that they've got going is they're working on becoming more energy positive. So they're going to start selling soon in the future solar panels that you can actually install on your roof that plug directly into the charging station for the car, so that all of the power that is generated and used in the car is from solar power. Therefore, it wouldn't actually cost you anything per year to keep the car running. One of the other interesting things Elon Musk said, he said, I'm not staring into the abyss of death anymore. That's kind of important because early on he was investing all of his money into this project of Tesla Motors, and he didn't know if it was going to work, so it was a very scary thing for him. And now he can see the light at the end of the tunnel because the company's actually coming through and making better things, and it looks like it's going to survive now. So to conclude, I'd like to say Tesla has had a very recent and innovative history that's going to help it out a lot in the future. They're continuing to build new vehicles and new technologies, and they have plans to make vehicles more efficient, and they even have another model being released soon, which is always good. To conclude the speech, I'd like to give a quote by Thomas Edison. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. And the guys at Tesla have certainly put a lot of perspiration into their work. Thank you.